Hey retro fans, welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Memories Mini, I think I've decided to call it. In this episode we're going to have a little look at a game that I got last week. Now this is a game that I used to have on the CD32. I never had it on the Amiga back in the day, it was a CD32 game. And that game is Guardian. Made by Acid Software, who I think are a New Zealand software house. They brought out quite a few things for the Amiga, showed the Amiga quite a lot of love. They had Skid Marks and Roadkill amongst other things. They ended up kind of republishing games towards the end of the Amiga's commercial life. But they had some cracking games. So we're going to play Guardian today. Like I say, a recent pickup. It's a 3D, if you've never played it, you're obviously going to see what it looks like in a second. But it's a sort of 3D shooter. People have called it a bit like Star Fox meets Defender, that kind of thing. So let's have a quick look. Now I haven't played this since I got it, and I haven't played it since I had my CD32, which I've since sold. But yeah, I haven't played this for quite some time. So let's check that the volume's up. Yes, obviously got the Amiga ready to go here. I've also got a shiny new dual camera setup because I realised in the last video that I did that you couldn't really see the screen. So although the screen looks a little bit kind of blurred out there, I do have another camera pointing direct at the screens, and I'll put that in over here somewhere, and you'll be able to see the dual screen feed as I'm playing this. So hopefully that will be a little bit better. So there's not much to the package in Guardian. There is 2 discs. And if I keep looking at the wrong side of the camera, it's because I've got my camera set up differently on this from when I normally do my episodes of stuff. I'm used to looking at the camera on the other side, so if I start doing weird things, forgive me. But anyway, right, there's 2 bits of paper in here, because that's all you needed for instructions back in the day. So Guardian, the story, getting started. Turn off your CD32, yes. So I think basically just fly about and shoot everything that moves. We'll go on that premise anyway. So this has got the CD32 joypad controls listed. Rotate, ship, dive and climb, thrust, reverse, lasers, flip, smart bomb and launch missile. Obviously I don't have a CD32 control pad attached to the Amiga. We have a joystick, but we'll have a look in a minute because there is an addendum for the A1200. So yeah, gameplay, power ups, and all that kind of stuff. We're just going to go for it. Won't bother reading all that stuff. The manual addendum for Amiga 1200 users, which is the important bit. So it said it was originally designed to use a CD32 joypad, but they've created a mouse and keyboard control system for the A1200. Right, okay, so that's quite cool. So you move the mouse to steer, okay. Left mouse button for thrust, right mouse button to reverse thrust. Left Amiga key for fire, okay. Left alt to flip 180 degrees if you're moving, space bar for smart bomb, and the camera can't see any of this. And tab for guided missiles. So I'm just noticing that you can't really see. You're not going to be able to see the keyboard here because otherwise I'd be crouched away down doing that, so you'll just need to trust me. So anyway, let's stick the disc in and restart the Amiga. Give it a go, and we'll see what happens. So it should be fun. Like I say, I've not played this for ages. I'll have a quick look at the box while the Amiga's having a think about it. Quite nice. They had got into the point where they were starting to render things instead of hand-drawn images. But there you go. So yeah, it's sort of Star Fox-esque. Let's pull that in there. Star Fox-esque in its visuals, but I think it plays kind of like Defender in that there's a mothership that drops out these drones that you have to shoot. The drones try and blow up stuff, and you basically have to shoot all of them. I think the drones, which I think. It's been that long since I've played it. I think these things here, you can see that. I think that's the drones. That's what we're trying to blow up. And I think that basically enemy ships keep coming as long as there's drones, so you can keep shooting stuff forever. But unless you take out all the drones, that's when the kind of level actually ends. So, yeah, there you got a faultless evolution of Defender into 3 dimensions, which is nice. Okay, insert the data disk. Remember this disc swaps, it's all good. I've just noticed that that's going nuts on that telly. Right, okay, there we go. Guardian. Just going to check my other camera. Yeah, the other camera looks alright, so we should be good. Right. Guardian. Oh, Star Wars scrolling font. Got a bit of volume on it. Quite nice, and that's playing from memory. It's not accessing the disc at the moment, so quite nice little module. Very Star Fox. Nice wee intro. It's a lot smoother than the intro to Elite, as far as I remember, or Frontier, whatever it's called. But oh. Lots of things. Anyway, we'll skip that. Right, play Guardian. Right, that'll all do nicely. Okay, so I think it was Amiga key for fire and Alt for something else. Let's just see what happens. It's all very smooth. Now I do have a slightly accelerated Amiga, so. That's all very nice and smooth, right? Oh, there's a bad guy. It's all very nice, right? So yeah, you can just move your mouse. Yeah, you can see that on camera, right? So you can. It's very responsive. It's really nice. So there's one of these drones. Rubbish. Right. Okay. There we go. So this is a lot smooth. I don't know if it's because it's smoother or if it's because it's analog with the mouse. Go away. But it plays a lot better on the CD32, as far as I remember. So your left mouse button is thrusting. There we go. Get off. So we appear to have some scanners up here. I've no idea what's what. Oh, there's a tank of some description. So, that's going to be bad news. Stop it, right? Why can't I shoot that? There we go. Bugger off. Right, there's a drone. Oh, he's just destroying everything. I'm sucking at this. Get off. Oh, he's dropped something, right? What is this? Oh, laser boost. Oh, stop, reverse. Taking hits, that's alright. Take one for team. What is this? Oh, tracking missile. Right. Oh, I have a track. That's quite nice. The tracking missile is actually on the bottom of the ship. Right. I'm looking for the other drone now. I don't want to waste my tracking missile. I don't know if you get one per game or. Let's fire it and see what happens. Whee! Oh, there we go. Where'd it go? It's flown away into the ether, doing nothing. There's a bad guy. Right. I'm trying to suss. I'm trying to suss what this is showing. Oops. I'm trying to suss what this is showing me, of what the yellow blips are and things like that, and why there's two. I don't know if that's like short range and long range scanner or something. Right. Because it would be good if the drone things that we're actually aiming for showed up as a different colour. Maybe they do. I don't know. It's all a bit frantic. I don't know. Frantic. That's the word. Frenetic and frantic. That got mixed up. So I mean, it's beautifully smooth, as you can see, and the mouse controls are really responsive. It plays really nicely. It's a lot better experience. Oh dearie me. Than I remember the CD32 being, and I mean, I really liked the idea of this on the CD32. Go away. Let's try the flippy thing actually, because you can flip. Way, woo! Oh, that was a smart bomb, yes. I keep forgetting that you can flip your ship. Way, flip through 180 degrees. That's quite nice. I mean, this was proof that the Amiga could do good 3D fast shooters. Oh God's sake! There's a blue blip here on the camera. Let's see if we can see what that is. Oh! Aha! Right, okay. So, there's one more thing. Get over. Where is he? Where is the bad guy? Come here. The trouble is, if you thrust too hard, said the actress to the bishop, you'll overshoot. That was the Amiga that made that noise, not me. Yeah, you don't want to go flying past them at high speed, because then you have to just reverse thrust and all that. But so it's pretty good. I mean, it's a nice little shooter. It is Defender-esque, really smooth with the mouse. I mean, that to me is a really nice way to play it. I don't know if we can pause this for a second. There we go. Oh, how do we change that? Oh, high detail. I didn't even know you could do that. Look at that. You can adjust the camera and everything. I mean, it's got garage shading, so it's really nice and smooth. It plays really well. I've got, like I say, I mean, we're playing this on an A1200, obviously, and I've got an 030 FPU board in there. Got 16 mega RAM, and it's an 03050, so it's a 50 megahertz processor that's in there. So it plays beautifully smooth, and I really like using the mouse to control it. That gives it a really nice feel. I think with a joystick you'd be kind of auto-correcting yourself all the time. It would be a bit too much, but it plays really nice. There's another game called No Second Prize that I might look at again. I've not played that for years, but it uses the mouse, a motorbike racing game, and the mouse control just gives it a really nice analog control scheme, which for back in the day, because obviously you didn't really get analog joysticks with the Amiga. So that kind of nice analog input just can make or break, I think. But yeah. So right. Anyway, let's have another wee go at this. So we've put it up to high detail. We'll just leave the camera where it is. I don't know what adjust camera actually does. All right. Oh, that's nice. So I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. We'll reset it back to how it was. SFX, continue. So we've put it on a high volume. I was going to say high detail. I don't know that you could do this on the CD32, but anyway, we'll put it on high detail, see if it looks any different. Yes, it does. I'm sure those mountains weren't there in the last one. There's a lot more trees. It looks. Right, so these are the guys. Come on. Let's just cheat a little bit and blow them all up with a smart bomb. So I think this is a long range and this is a short range scanner, I think. There's one of them there. Come on. I'm sure I recognise that laser sound as well, the sample that they've used. God, I'm terrible at this. Get a wolf. He's just blowing all the trees up now and I'm just missing everything. Yeah, I'm sure that sort of laser sample comes from somewhere. Oh, what's that? That was some kind of boost battery. Tracking missile. Let's fire that off. Whee! There we go. Oh, it's a TIE fighter that just flew into a tree. That's a suicidal TIE fighter. Excellent. I don't. Oh, Jesus. So those TIE fighters are like seekers, they just fly right into you. I don't know, the camera, I need to adjust the camera a little bit, it's a little bit low, which is why, go away. So the camera angle's a little bit down now, and I don't know, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So rather than being, I need to be above so as I can see what I'm shooting at. And the bad guys are behind me, so actually we can just flip. Whee! Right. Some kind of UFO, right. Oops. So do you know what? It's a little experiment, right? Let's pause this for a second. Let's put it back to low and have a quick look, a little comparison between low and high detail. Adjust the camera. Let's put that up to there. Right, let's try that. So in low detail mode, right? I thought those weren't there in the low detail mode, but they obviously are. So there's a few trees and things, right? Let's quickly pause this. Alright, okay, so we can actually see it as it's doing it. So medium. So it's adjusting the draw distance, I think, and the amount of objects on screen, which is quite cool. So let's have another little go. It's a bit of a better camera angle, at least I can kind of see what I'm doing. Right, there's one of these guys here. That's a laser boost, isn't it? Ah, Dave. Oh, no. Oh, it's away. So yeah, it's just as well this isn't a how to play Guardian, because I'm absolutely terrible at it. But you know, it's good fun. Oops, let's just fly into the scenery. That's one thing about a high level of detail. Oh Jesus God. There's a lot more stuff to fly into. Yeah, so it can be to your advantage to play it in low. Oh God, he's a... Get off. Yeah, the low detail can be to your advantage in that there's not a lot of stuff to fly into. So there we go then. So anyway, I think that's probably going to do it, because there's no much point in me sitting playing another round. We've kind of seen everything it does. I've no idea what it does on later levels. I presume it just introduces kind of more ships and things like that, and more stuff to fly into. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's turn him down a little bit just now. It's really nice. It's a really nice game that came quite late in the Amiga's life. I mean, 1994. But it's a really nice game. I would recommend it. It's really nice to control. I don't know if that comes over on the screen. You know, the context between moving the mouse and actually kind of moving the ship. But it's really intuitive. It's just I'm terrible at it. It feels a little weird using the mouse buttons to thrust, but it all kind of works once you get used to it a little bit. So I think I'm going to keep playing this and see if I can get better at it. But yeah, nice game. Totally recommend it. It's not that expensive to pick up. You can get a bargain every now and then. So yeah, if that's the kind of thing, you know, you can show this to all your SNES owning mates and show them that the Amiga can do Star Fox and everything. But yeah, I think this is actually better than the Defender remake that they did on the Nintendo GameCube. This feels more like a natural evolution of Defender than the Defender thing did on the GameCube. Anyway, that is going to do it for this. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the double screen thing works out alright, and yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.